the feedback is going to be changing by the time also. So it is going to learn the process by itself, that if I had done this, then what happened, if I done, then what happened. It will learn automatically. Okay, this is the only difference. Okay, are we aligned? uh, are we aligned till now? Okay, okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so it comprises of advanced technology research area for sensor fusion, machine learning, cloud computing, augmented reality, and artificial intelligence. But for that, you need to know the basics. You need to get your basics right. Okay, these are the kind of basics that you are going to get into industries. For your engineering, somewhere or the other way, your basics of 12th are important. Similarly, for industries, when you are going to be in industry 4, somewhere or another the basic concepts of industry 3 are important always. Okay, so this is the core of engineering, and you need to this is the stepping stone, or you can say core of the engineering, that you need to understand. Now this slide is just for you to understand about difference between electronics and electromechanical, and why electromechanical is required much more than electronics. I'm not saying that electronics is not required or you are not going to. Yes, electronics is required. Electronics is included in electromechanical. It is just an added advantage to it. So here you will understand about architecture, design methodologies for the integrated and discrete industrial electronics, from high level models to manufacturing data. Here you have collaborated machines and robots for an increased autonomous world. There are bio-inspired actuators. There are bionic arms. Uh, Nowadays in industry. Okay, there is heterogeneous integration by means of advanced packaging, assembly, and interconnect technologies. Here you have virtual mechatronic for bridging the gap between digital and physical world. Okay, here it is cost and resource efficient manufacturing process, future automation. You have compact high power torque density and electromagnetic drives. Here you have radio and power line communication, RFID antenna design. Here you have physical and functional integration of power and control electronics, electric machines, and electric drives. Okay. Yes, this is the theoretical part, and it is equally important for you to understand these concepts. But in industries, in order to prevail in industries, in order to get recommendation in industry, you need to be compatible with this particular part also. Which functional heterogeneous integration towards an intelligent and interconnected world is very much important. And if you want to mold your career path into IoT and what do you say in industry 4, and you want to be get ready for industry 4, that yes, we are energetic enough, we are going to inspire all other peoples in order to move in the direction of industry 4, then this platform is for you. Okay, now when you go into we were talking about IoT and industry 4, that is only going to be in the on the center. Okay, that is going to be at the central position. Okay, where you are going to have SCADA, HMIs, where you will have data, you can manage data, but you have to deal with shop floor also. And what are the components that you are going to see on the shop floor? There is going to be a inspection. You said that you need inspection. There will be an inspecting material, there will be PLC or electrical panel, you can see there will be mechanical component, there will be pneumatic component. This is your pneumatic control linear actuator. You can see this switch is your magnetic reed switch. Okay, we will look at this also. You have beam positioning and pneumatically controlled rotary actuator. You have 5 by 2 pneumatic double solenoid operated valve. You have FRL. You can say this is a pneumatic component again. I'm just showing you that what these components are, so that you have a feel that what kind of components you see on the shop floor. You have IO modules. You have we have beam, proximity sensor, inductive sensors. Again, we had PLC, we have a separate controller for our DC drive. This. Can you tell me that whether this is a DC drive or stepper motor or what it is? Can you tell me this particular part? What this particular part is? Is it a motor or is it what? What kind of motor it is? I need some answers. What kind of motor it is? This motor. This particular motor. Answers, please, class. Servo motor, servo motor, servo motor. See, look, servo motor. Yes, servo motor is used in these kind of. Okay, what is the application of servo motor? Why we use servo motor instead of AC or DC motors? I need to get that answer from your side. What is the advantage of servo motor and why we use angle control? So what is stepper motor then? What is the difference between stepper motor and angle control? So see, yes, it consists of sensor. What consists of sensor? Servo motor or stepper motor? Yeah, the word for that is encoder. Am I correct, Bhanu? I want to listen your voice. Am I correct? Is it encoder or sensor?
So we can say and perfect.
Encoder. Okay. So yes, we will take a very brief about what is servo motor, how it is different from DC motors. Okay. We will also cover that we have an ample amount of time. We will cover that how DC motor is different, and we will be working specifically on this particular type of motor which I have shown you, that is particularly a BLDC. BLDC. Do you know what is the full form of BLDC? Class, please respond. What is BLDC? Any kind of answer, please? Yeah. Ankush, yes, answer please. Brushless DC motor. Yes, very good. Thank you very much. Yes, it is a brushless DC electrical motor. Yes, it is brushless DC motor. Yes, Ankush. Yes, it is. You all are correct. Correct. Khushbu, you are also correct. Abhay, you are correct. It is Ankush, you are correct. Uh, yes, this is a BLDC, and we can also attain speed control in BLDC. And what are the methods to control the speed? You all are from electronic background. It is very easy for you to answer that how you control the speed or acceleration of a BLDC. This is a very easy question for you. PWM, yes, it is a technique. Yes, PWM is the technique that has been used here in order to control the speed. Yes, Ritik, very correct. PWM, which is your pulse with modulation. Am I correct, Ritik? It is pulse with modulation. Am I correct or am I wrong?
Yes,
Not.
sir. Pulse modulation.
I want this answer from apart from Ritik. I want this answer from 2 or 3 more students. Am I correct or not? Is Ritik correct or not? PWM is pulse with modulation or not? Yeah, a very easy answer for you. Yeah, very easy answer for you, that how you can modulate a pulse with. Okay, my next question is that can you control velocity, or you can say angular rotation speed or angular speed, or you can also regulate the acceleration with it through pulse width modulation, or both? Okay, I think you all need a break of 15 minutes. Should I give a break? I think you are not responding so much excitedly. You are not excited that much. You need a break. Should I give you a 15-minute break, or should I continue? Break, break. Okay, it is 3:30 right now. I will meet at 3:45. Okay.